Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 5, Episode 175. Today is Tuesday morning. We are just heading off to work, and there's a little bit of rain outside. Temperature is nice and cool, 75 degrees, and we are just leaving home. I slept like a rock last night, man. The night before, I slept really well also, but this morning I woke up and I was still very tired. When I woke up, I don't know if you ever catch up on sleep, but um, definitely tired. Yesterday, I actually ended up with a profit of almost $1,000 online, plus the casino where I made whatever $100 or whatever. So anyway, this morning we're heading to the office. I believe today should be a lighter day, also lighter than usual. I do have one meeting with a guy who needs some training on some things. He's been supposedly he was supposed to be working on it for a couple of years and never did. He didn't understand it, and he had a very small number of vulnerabilities, so nobody noticed. When I have hundreds of thousands that I'm working on, well, eventually, even the low vulnerabilities become late. So now a lot of those are late, and his numbers are getting bigger. And so I noticed it, and I talked to him, and he's like, "I don't have a clue about what to do." So we're working on it together. So I have that meeting with him, and nothing else. That's going to be in the late afternoon. Tomorrow, no meetings. Thursday, only 2 meetings, and Friday, 1 meeting. So that's one good thing about the summer is everyone's out and people's schedules aren't lined up and stuff like that, and we end up with a lot fewer meetings. Now, yesterday during our team meeting, our director told us that our budget was released for next year, and that we're going to have a bigger training budget. So I'll be able to maybe, I don't know, get some trainings in Vegas or somewhere, Atlantic City, Florida, I don't know, Louisiana, who knows. So that will be good. So I'm going to start looking now because they want us to send that to them as soon as possible so they can plan things out. So maybe today or tomorrow I can find a training and get that set up. Let me see. Other than that, yesterday I worked on bills and organizing. I had my youngest with me. We went down to our basement and organized a bunch of files and things like that. And I like to get him involved because otherwise everyone ignores him. Everyone else is older than him, and he's a smart kid, man. He's so smart, takes things apart, fixes things. We've had so many things that needed to be fixed that we wanted to throw away, and he worked on it himself and made it work. So I want to keep him busy and doing the right things. I don't want him getting into trouble. While we were in Vegas, he had called me. He was at a garage sale and had found an old Xbox, and he asked me if it was okay to buy it, and I said, sure, go ahead. And he brought it home, and it had some damage, and he fixed it and got it working. Now he's playing on that. So, that's all good. And he was telling me he had some ideas for that Raspberry Pi we bought a while back, if you remember. And so we're going to talk more about that today. I don't care what the idea is, as long as he's thinking and he's learning. Basically he's learning programming when he's working on this thing. So he has some ideas, and I'm interested in helping him on it. So anyway, tonight we're going to have dinner at my mom's house, and then tomorrow we'll be back to long days of traveling. So hopefully that all works out. Today I may do a little bit of online stuff, but I cashed out quite a bit yesterday, and I want to wait for some of that to get through before I start doing more. So that's what's going on right now. I'm heading to the office, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back, and we are just leaving the office, and we are heading to the casino. It's exactly 10:30. Right now, the rain stopped. It was just a short burst of rain, and it's all over, so that's good. Right now, temperature's sitting at 75 degrees, so very pleasant today. and we're going to see what we can do here. We'll hit the casino, and then we'll get some food on the way back to the office. I had a bunch of work to do this morning, got it all taken care of. It's a very low stress job, really. I mean, people come to you with like these big problems that they think are so massive and hard to deal with, and then it takes you just minutes to take care of it. I had a situation this morning where um, two heads of departments came to our compliance person and said they're having a problem and they haven't been able to fix it. It's complicated and all that, and they're on the other side of my cubicle. And I explained, hey, we could fix it by doing this and this. They said, okay, let's give it a try. I'm running the test on it right now. It should be done in about 2 hours, and it should be fixed. So, I mean, I know the job so well that it really is not even a contest. It's kind of a boring situation. And if I wasn't doing this other stuff on the side, I don't know what I would do. It's just, I'd be so bored just sitting there all day. Get all my work done in the first half hour, 45 minutes of every day, and then not much to do after that. So anyway, that's what's going on right now. We're heading to the casino, and I'll come back and update you soon. All right, guys, we're going to go have a sit-down meal. That's what we're going to do. It's early. I was in and out of that place very quickly. I checked out the new machine. It wasn't anywhere close to range. I don't know why anyone would even check it, because it has to be so far down the line. I don't know if it'll ever get there, especially with 1 million people looking at it a day. Everyone's going to take it early. It's never going to be in range. I saw it in Vegas, and it wasn't in range there, and it's not going to happen. So I walk in, I'm looking around, seeing nothing. People sitting at the machines, not playing them. I'm like, I want to check this machine, but someone's sitting there, and I don't want to tell them to get up. And then I look at it for 2 seconds and walk away and look like a jerk. I go to the back area. The machine from yesterday is still down with that bill acceptor issue. I mean, why wouldn't you have like 100 of these extra bill acceptors? I don't understand. You only have like, what, 4 or 5 different companies that make these slot machines? Have a couple extra pieces lying around. What's the big deal? Isn't that better than having it be down? It doesn't make sense to me. Or have a repair person, someone who knows what they're doing. It's just kind of nutty. But anyway, I make like $27 in that back area. So I'm like, okay, well, another lukewarm day. I go to the high limit area and I'm looking, and I see a play, but it's at $10 a spin, right? $10. I'm like, okay, well, I think I want to do this. It's there. I mean, it's not deep there, but it's positive. So I'm going to sit down and play. So I sit down, and here are some of the amounts that I hit. All right. I was down about $50. I hit for 200, and then I was ahead about $20, and I hit for 421, and then I was ahead, well, let me see, $100, and I hit for $1,128, and then I was ahead $1,120, and I hit for 240, and then I was ahead 1,330, and I hit for 160, and then to cap it off, I was ahead about 1,550 or so, 1,570, something like that, and I hit for $427 to end the session ahead $1,915. That's right, $1,915 from a $100 bill. I made it into over $2,000, and don't forget, I did have $5 in free play, so that was really good. To go up to a machine that's $10 a spin, and to load it up with $5 in free play is just a slap in the face. It really is. But hey, good money. I really needed that. I really did. You know, all the scrounging around, going from Vegas casino to Vegas casino, picking up $10 and $20 and $30, or $0 and another $0 and $5. and then we come back home to a place where it's pretty much dead most of the time, and we make $1,915. So pretty happy with that. Right now, we're going to go to this place. It's got a little buffet, and it's funny. It has a buffet and it has steak. And what the people do who go to this place, I've been to this place one other time, is they'll eat the buffet and they'll take the steak home. So they'll maximize the buffet because it comes with the steak, and then take the entire steak home. I mean, that's like the ultimate AP move right there. But personally, I like my steak, so I don't know if I have that much time though. I want to do this, but you know what? I might just save it for another time. I mean, I'm early, but I'm just thinking, how long is it going to take to get this food made? I may just go get some fast food. I hate that, but I think I'm going to have to. Oh, man, yeah, I really want to do it. I think it just makes more sense, because if it takes an hour, now I'm late getting back to the office, and I have the meeting this afternoon. I think I'm better off just getting some, I don't know, fast food of some kind. So, all right, I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. Just leaving the office. It's 3:30 right now, and I just got my first important use out of the cameras that I bought. So, as you know, we installed new cameras for the house. They're very nice, high definition, night vision, sound, color night vision, all that stuff. And ever since then, we haven't had any issues. But now, one of our neighbors said that their mailbox fell over from the wind. Fell over from the wind. That's a heck of a lot of wind. Mailbox is not very big. You know, now I can understand if it's like a lot of surface area, but for a mailbox to fall over, it should not be the wind. So I looked at the cameras and I see it standing up, and then I look at it again further along the timeline, and it's fallen over. And I look in between, and there's an Amazon truck. So at and 18 minutes after the hour, there's an Amazon truck parked across the street, and the mailbox is up. At half past, it's parked at my house, and then at 35 after, it's gone. And when it's gone, the mailbox is down. So I'm thinking it's probably the Amazon truck that hit it. I sent the videos over, and they can do whatever they want with it, but to the neighbors. So interesting there. But I mean, we're talking about that neighbor's mailbox from the camera is probably a good 500 feet. I would say easily 500 feet, if not more. And that camera is like clear, very nice. You can zoom in that far, and you can see it clearly. So we'll see what happens with that. If I find out, I'll let you know. Leaving the office right now, had that meeting. It was basically a training for a guy, and we just basically met for the first time. He's only been with the company about 5 months, and I've been there over 3 years now, and got to know each other, had a good conversation, explained how to do what he needs to do, and we were all set, and got a lot of stuff done, actually. So a lot of requests came in. I'm on call this week and got those knocked out in no time. And the good thing about that too is being on call is good, because when anything comes in, you reply to all, and that includes the entire team, including the manager, director, all that. So when I'm replying with good answers and in a timely manner, that makes me only look better. So that's good. Right now, we're going to head back to the casino, and actually, we can do our 1776 countdown here real quick. This is a 1776 countdown where I count down the top 1,776 reasons why I love America. And we've gone through 20 reasons so far, and today we're going to go through 20 more, if you can believe that. It's going to be a real quick, less than 5 minutes. But today I want to talk about the state of Delaware. Why Delaware first? Because Delaware was the first state. It ratified the Constitution first, which was December 7th, 1787, earning it the nickname, of course, the first state. It's the second smallest state, of course, behind, everybody knows, Rhode Island. And so it's 96 miles long, and the width of it is between 9 and 35 miles, that's all. There's only 3 counties in Delaware: Newcastle, Kent, and Sussex, and there's no state tax, sales tax there. So because of Delaware being very family and business friendly, mostly business friendly, a lot of businesses are incorporated there. More than 2 million businesses, and you'll see a lot of companies. If you look where they're incorporated, it is Delaware, because of course they have good, favorable things for businesses. Now, the capital of Delaware is Dover, but Wilmington, of course, is the biggest city, and it does have about 28 miles of coastline. The state's known for its horseshoe crabs. I'm sure you know that. And now, it doesn't have any national parks exclusively, but it does have pieces of national parks, including the First State National Historic Park and the Captain John Smith Chesapeake National Historic Trail. One thing you'll notice about some of these parks and trails that they have is they have some very long names, so they must not be paying by the letter to put them up on signs or something. Now, as far as beaches and coasts, the Cape Henlopen State Park, Delaware Seashore State Park, Rehoboth Beach, Bethany Beach, Dewey Beach, and Fenwick Island State Park. It has 2 wildlife refuges, Bombay Hook and Prime Hook. And then, of course, as far as state parks and forests, it has Trap Pond State Park, Brandywine Creek State Park, White Clay Creek State Park, Lums Pond State Park, which is the biggest pond in the state, freshwater pond in the state, is in Lums Pond State Park. And then Killens Pond State Park and Alapocas Run State Park. And then finally, the natural scenic areas that it has are Beach Plum Island Natural Preserve, White Clay Creek Valley Natural Preserve, 1,000 Acre Marsh, and Delaware Bay, which of course everybody knows is the world famous horseshoe crab spawning and migratory bird habitat is there. So yeah, Delaware, beautiful state, good people there, good taxes there, everything that you want. I mean, if you want to own a business, you want to be able to use as much of your capital to build your business and hire people as possible. You don't want to be donating all your money to the government. Obviously, putting it in the people's hands, the money's going to rotate a lot more than the government. People are going to buy things with it. They're going to give it to other people. They're going to buy things with it. And taxes are going to be paid over and over again because things are bought and sold, and more businesses and more jobs are being created versus giving it to the government, and it's like a dead end. They have to pay debts with it and things like that. And obviously, the governments don't get the best prices on things. That's all historically known. When I was a kid, they talked about $500 hammers and stuff when a hammer was $3 in the store. So anyway, that is the first state, Delaware. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that segment. We're still continuing on to the casino. After the rain stopped, the temperature started creeping up and up and up and up, and now it's all the way up to 90 degrees, and the sky is clearing up and everything. So I expect it to top out around here, I'm thinking, and then cool off a little bit from there. Tonight we're going to my mom's house for dinner, so that'll be good, and we'll see what happens here. So let's head back to the casino, see if we can duplicate the same thing that happened earlier, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back, and we went back to the casino and gave it our best shot, but there just wasn't the opportunity, obviously, that there was earlier, and I was only there for about half an hour or so, and saw a guy, and he'd been limited by the casino. His wife still got free play, but he didn't, because he showed too much of a profit. And he keeps complaining to me. I keep telling him, why are you showing a profit? Stop showing a profit. Well, it's too much work to not show a profit. Well, then what are you complaining about? You don't have free play then. I mean, I don't get it. It's one or the other. Either you want it or you don't. It's not that hard to make it look like you lost. So Anyway, talked to him for a minute and looked around, didn't find much, and I ended up leaving ahead $17. Oh, I'm sorry, I ended up down $17. Is that right? No, ahead 17. Sorry about that. Ahead $17, and we are heading home, and we're gonna relax and have a good night tonight. Might get a haircut or something tonight. I'm not sure. And then we have a long one tomorrow. No meetings tomorrow, so it'll be real good. I'd like to get out nice and early and try to get a little extra time in, and we'll see how it goes. But for now, I'm going to wrap it up and let you go. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.